Good morning, family. Brien Jerome Charles. There's the missus. Of course, by the grace of God, man, we're able to participate in this another day, man, Sunday. We slept pretty, as best we could, outside on benches, of course. And we are waiting our lives to be returned to us. We continue to study the traffic. I'm a study of all that's happening around me. You can kind of make me a sociologist, if you will, psychologist. I look over into psychology, lay psychologist, lay sociologist. And I watch the traffic. I see a lot of Mississippi, DeSoto, Mississippi, circling us, going over right in front of us, getting this gasoline. And I see them circling around us, and Alabama, of course, Arkansas has a slew of people who have been circling these blocks every day. Texas, of course, where my wife hails from, and where we found a Cash App card had somehow been tethered. Their Cash App, our Cash App was projecting. Somebody had signed in on my Cash App out of Atlanta, Georgia, and I've notified Cash App of different things that has occurred in our lives, and we still looking to see some real reinforcement of the laws in regards to protection of the whistleblower. We're fighting, man, with all we have. We've exposed a lot of shit just based on it targeting us. We're not no squillers or anything of that nature, but we're fighting to have our lives. I'm 58 years young today. Baby ain't far behind me, and these people have squandered a great many of our years where we could have been somewhere. I married my wife, I was 38. That's almost 20 years ago. You see, that is 20 years ago. Yeah. In May, it'll be 20 years I've been married to this lady. May coming up. So, man, we just want our lives, man. These people fighting us like you wouldn't believe to maintain our lives. We arrive at the block today, and it's a couple signs still left out. And the young gentleman, the young white kid who said the commissioners gave him this little thing and told him to come and pick up these things, but they didn't really give him the tools he would need to pick them up. Make me believe that it's another one of Miss Wyrick's and these people who got our lives in the stranglehold, make another one of their people, and they just trying to put a signal up around us and seize control of the signal that we have. I noticed on my Facebook page is 2 sign-ins from Memphis, and I can't remove them like I used to be able to remove them. So these people are maintaining my location, our location. And hey, man, we want this shit stopped. We want to be able to move freely. We want to be able to move freely and have our being like I just was able to. We muscled up on the money to get another month on this total pay-as-you-go phone, right? And we just want to have total freedom to use our devices without remotely unlawfully accessing our phones, trying to set up where they can continue on with their DoorDash. They didn't got a multi-million dollars in just stealing in DoorDash money, I'm sure. From Arkansas to here, we just woke up to it in Arkansas. But I see it's the same thing that goes on right here. Lyft and Uber getting shitloads of money off our identities. And that's very dangerous for the people who they picking up, because if you're not Brien Jerome Charles or Tennise Robinson Charles driving and picking up these people. So that's a threat to people's lives. So with that type of behavior, that lets you know that these people are some of the very ones who would pull up and put these people in their car and take them out somewhere. If you were willing to use somebody else's identity to do Uber and all this shit. So we watch them circle the block. They can't even drive these cars without being on their cell phones. Right when they get up to us, their hands go to moving.
How do they know to come up around?
So who done sent them up around us like that? Yeah. Who knows to do this kind of shit but a diabolical entity who was... Obviously, these people are in real bad shape. Oh, but the head of the snake, and I'm sure that the authorities are looking for the head, but these people, man, they trying to maintain our identity at all costs, man. Must be worth whole lots of money, and there ain't really no money. What it is credit. So we're trying to get our credit and get our shit where we can have a decent life and ride around in our cars like these degenerates, a lot of them degenerates are doing. Willing to do anything.
All these foreigners.
These foreigners, they got all the cars, they got all the technology, they got everything.
Nail shop owners, all.
You see? And we're licensed cosmetologists and we have nothing. Others have been able to wax rich off our hard-earned work, and not only the hard-earned work, the knowledge that we possess. So again, we worked up at CAO's in Knoxville. I did. My wife didn't. She was working for Smart Styles prior to the bottom falling out for these people. And they have been in total retaliation again since I filed the Tennessee Human Rights Commission complaint 5/7/2016 there in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I've been saying this same thing. And we are yet to be repaired. Seems like the state of Tennessee would have repaired us. Well, we don't have to lay on the ground seeing how I done told you about the Tennessee Human Rights Commission matter. And I got them emblazoned right there on my X page, showing the 4 fraudulent documents that they sent to us, trying to throw us off. But we still remain today unrepaired, stalked like animals.
And why did it come to Memphis? It should have went to...
It's okay, baby. Come on, we can't. So we're trying to get off here. We got a lot of questions, very few answers in regards to our lives, why we can't seem to get it back, and all these Europeans and Indians and Mexicans and all these different ones, Nigerians, all these different type of people, Pakistanis, all these different type of people be able to wax rich. My wife told me to look up what I'm looking up. Okay, so we got, again, this person is here to just stalk. This young person, they use young people who they got to buy their tennis shoes and different shit for them, so they got to work and do whatever the hell they tell them. So they be trying to get me to say something threatening or just disrespectful in a way to these young people. Of course, they can label me, they've already labeled me an ex-murderer, damn now, in order to get all this support from law officials, fire people, sheriffs, you name it. So me and my wife, man, we're not happy with our lives, and we're fighting like you wouldn't believe to get them back. So we running up against tremendous opposition. A lot of degeneracy is in our society. Here's another matter person pulling on the lot. They hanging around a lot lately. We're receiving a lot of flack from these people. Hey man, we don't know if they're stalking or just what they're doing, but we see a lot of matter coming right where we are now. We a lot of times they'll come up to us and say, well, 10 matter drivers quit. My wife told me that, and I heard some other people say that, but I just don't understand how 10 people would quit a job knowing how they canceling the jobs nowadays. I'm not gonna quit no matter job, because then now I got all kind of benefits associated with that. So my mind told me, yeah, I'm out of the inner city. Then I've read a few books. So my mind telling me that these people were terminated for trying to help Amy Wyrick. So again, I'm facing a lot of retaliation. I got up this morning. Unfortunately, we had to sleep in the downtown area. So when I went to the store, I noticed one of the security guys was coming in the store shortly after I went in there. Like they trying to keep a signal up around me. I had my phone in my pocket, I think. Did I? No. Yeah, I think I did. So I've been trying to cover my phone. My wife be trying to cover the phone and keep shit away. But shit, I need to keep the phone active. So can't no other motherfucker be us. Because we us. 901-686-5895 and it's wired. All you all have to do is look at that number right there, and you ought to be able to track these motherfuckers like they've been tracking us, like the animals that they have shown us that they are. You see, everybody that comes past us got their cell phone in their hand. So if I'm looking at them stalking, surely the law officials ought to be able to track these motherfuckers who's that bold to do that. Taking pictures, come through here and take pictures. You know, they got apparatuses where they'll snap your picture and go and create an ID with law officials like Miss Wyrick in their employ. Well, I mean, they working for. Until Miss Wyrick is apprehended, being this special aggravated identity theft, financial special aggravated identity theft, financial special aggravated cyber gang stalking will continue.
The system changed it over in 2011.
That's okay, baby.
Yes.
So we're going to get out of here this morning. We disgruntled. We talking about 2011, and I can go into 2008, and I can do a lot of stuff. But I'm noticing how a lot of stuff is happening. When these type of people show up, I know Miss Wyrick is close by. Let me give you an image of them. Like they be doing me with their cameras. I be walking and doing certain shit, and they'll come by like they just nonchalant. They got their cameras, but all the time these people be filming you and all kind of shit. So these are the people who Miss Wyrick use, these fat people like this with really no talent, with the hair different colors in it. They be willing to do anything. A lot of times I'm seeing these people doing anything just to eat and to get gasoline. So I know that their authorities are on their asses. I can just watch their behaviors. Again, I studied psychology, and it's a thing in Dr. Skinner. He was a champion of the behavioralism mindset. So a lot of people don't realize it, being incompetent, that, man, your movements will dictate what's going on in your mind if the person is able to study just your movements. So I just watch these people, criminals. And that's all a lot of times that Miss Wyrick is dealing with nothing but criminals, and they'll do anything. You know, if they'll stalk us, and I got the knowledge that you're stalking, just think about the children again, and the parents who don't realize about the cyber gang stalking. The concept never came across their radar. Just imagine how they would have easy prey with the child. Or the adult. Look up, they abducted, gone on, we never even hear about them again. So this is the type of apparatus I'm dealing with. A domestic terrorist organization. I don't call it no criminal enterprise because it's way broader than that. It's domestic terrorism here in Shelby County. Now that we are here, but it was really all over us in Jonesboro, Arkansas. So I know that these people didn't bag away in Jonesboro, Arkansas, because they kidnapped me 8/22/2025 and had this. I think the sheriff bit the bullet. They found the fish guy, the game and fish guy, had 100,000. He in there passing out 500 to all his subordinates so they can keep their mouth closed when the heat come down. So we're dealing with the domestic terrorism. And we need help with these motherfuckers because they'll do anything. So you guys have a great day on today. Me and this lady, Tennise Robinson Charles.
Fight.
Hey, man, we fighting with all we got for our lives. So you guys have a tremendous Sunday on today. We'll be leaving to do the same. Peace.